Hello traders. The title of the video is how to use CCI trading signal like a pro. So recently we were talking about CCI, a chart pattern, and I was explaining to traders this pattern here. When the CCI will exhibit an inverted head and shoulder chart pattern, and this is a very bullish CCI chart pattern, not the chart pattern itself, or the price action pattern itself, but the CCI pattern itself. All right. Today, what we're going to do, we're going to help traders a little bit more. And this is another example here. So this here, inverted head and shoulder chart pattern. What do you expect? This is about how to use CCI trading signal like a pro. All right. So in order to use the CCI trading signal like a pro, there must be a signal first. Yes or no? Well, this is it. So if there is no signal, there is no signal. We can't talk about signal. It makes sense, isn't it? So there must be a signal. So a lot of traders may be listening to me and say, George, it makes sense. It's obvious. What are you talking about? But you'll be amazed that a lot of traders every day they are buying and selling without signal. All right, but now the question is, what are they calling a signal? Now there are different level of signal. All right. The signal, if you are talking about the signal, not a signal, the signal is all going back to the price action. So when you hear somebody talking about RSI signal, all right, or MACD signal, or CCI signal, any signal, it must be the price. They may call it CCI signal, they may call it the MACD signal, they may call it RSI signal, they may call it stochastic signal or moving average crossover signal. But remember this, anytime you hear the word signal, in order to avoid a mistake that everybody's making, is to understand that it's the price that must give the signal. So if they are calling something CCI signal or MACD signal or RSI signal, and it's not a signal by the price itself, it's not yet a signal. That is why a lot of traders, though they may tell you that they know what is a trading signal, they are calling something that is not a trading signal a signal because they are trading technical indicators instead of the price. All right. This is a very, very important point. So, like we are saying to you here, so a lot of traders may look at it and say, this is the signal, George. This is the CCI chart pattern signal. No. This is a setup, CCI trading setup. The price will give the signal on the signal time frame. So I've been telling traders last time how to, what was the title of that video? How to wait cleverly, okay, for a trading signal, something like that. Okay, so there are steps that we discussed last time, and I want to continue with this the same discussion today. You see this one here, so we talk about it. That a lot of traders now they know about this pattern now because you can see uh, there was one here before. Here again, all right. This is what we call consistency, knowing a pattern and trading it day in day out, and understanding what is taking place. So there was another one here. This is it. Yeah. But if you do not know what is a signal or what is a CCS signal or what do we mean by CCS signal, we mean the price signal. So there was one here. Okay, you see here. So let's look at this one. Okay, it's very interesting now. So it's there. So for the CCS itself, there is a neckline for that inverted head and shoulder pattern. So we can say, looking at the price itself now, somewhere we were here, yes or no? Yeah, there, okay? You see? So someone may say this is CCS signal. No, 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 yeah, not yet. So there are things that we need to wait for. You see that? So the CCR got its own neckline there. Where is the prime neckline? The prime neckline is this one here. So it will be too early, though we are talking about CCR signal to start buying. So this is the price itself neckline here. So we may say, feel free to disagree with what I'm saying here. That's fine. We say, oh, wow, it looks like an inverter head and shoulder pattern here for the neckline for the price service here. So you see, this is the process. Now, what we should do or what we will be expecting or what should be good for us, like many other traders will say, okay, it'll be better for us. Okay, that he ran a little bit away from it and then pull back to retest it on the edge nicely there, and the common center is broken. And then we go on a signal time frame, taking the see if there's a signal. So if you're combining daily, monthly chart, you connect it to a daily chart on a signal time frame. That's it. So we will be expecting something to happen before we go on a signal time frame, meaning that breaks a bone a little bit, retest gently, and the common center is broken. Though here, trader will be talking about CCR signal. This is a bullish CCR signal here, but it's just a warning. So the point I'm trying to bank on today, what I want you to retain in this tutorial is that anytime anyone come up and say, CCR signal, monthly signal, RSI signal, and so on, ask the question or in your mind, do we have a confirmation of the CCR signal or the RSI signal or the monthly signal or the moving average signal? This is what we are talking about. So now you see this one, there was no well normally we should wait for it to go like this. That would be normal. That would be something we will be expecting. Sometimes it may not happen. The price can just pop up here and then go away. We say, all right, George, didn't happen that way. So but this one here is what a lot of traders will prefer. That's the easiest and the better way to enter here. Go away a little bit, pull back, commercial is broken, allow us to enter the trade so we may hide our stop loss behind this neckline here. Sometimes it may just pop out and run away, making it tricky for us to enter the trade. Okay, now look at this one here. Okay, you see this one here? So we may touch CCR signal. So again here, the CCR got its own neckline, something if you agree, something like that. And we are here, okay, we are here. So all we can see here is just this move here. Okay, where is the left hand side shoulder? Okay, it's not clear. Okay, nothing we're going to do about that, isn't it? Are we going to invent it? Okay, all right, so we're just speculating now. So something like that. Okay, there was this blah 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 blah, not very clear. So the neckline for the price itself at this point is this one here. We are talking about CCR signal, yes or no? So you see here, everybody's expecting to go a little bit away and to pull back. And come on, he did it here. Can you see that? He did it here. Yeah, he didn't do it. Sometimes you may just run away. You say, oh, George, you were saying that, but the pride is the king, yes or no? So yeah, he did it. You see? But as soon as this common satellite is broken here, we start talking about the CCR signal. Or someone will say, this is a bullish CCR signal. This is what George was saying before. And but the process or the step of waiting and knowing the setup, understanding the setup, what is the best way to enter this trade? What will make it easier for us to enter this trade? What are the possible scenarios? So one of those scenarios is this one. It may pop up a bit only to come back down like this. Everybody say, oh, what's going on? Just say it's a bullish. Well, they found a resistance there. You see? So a trader, suppose you learn about this CCI signal today, and tomorrow you see the setup, you are getting ready to buy, and this is what's happening. You say, oh, George, that setup didn't work. It didn't work that day. That's for sure, all right? But doesn't mean that it can't work. But it's not to justify, okay, the fact that it didn't work here. But the point I'm making, which is very important, is that the process of waiting here. You see, yeah, he did it at the expectation. Run a little bit away. Everybody say, it will be nice. I don't take it away. Run away with it. Okay, please don't be selfish. So as they start going at everybody say, don't be selfish, guy. Bring it back here. So everybody will be relieved that it finally come here, gently touching it, and here it is, the enter here. The first, if you buy here, the first target is the first and here resistance ahead. So some people took profit here. What I want to add before we forget, very important point, is that sometimes traders suppose, all right, you enter somewhere here, you didn't manage the trade, or you rush into it during this candlestick bar here, this one, and you end up losing, all right, which can happen sometimes. All right? Sometimes traders, when they have a losing trade, they forget about it and they don't want to know even, or in fact, maybe they won't trade this stock anymore again. Don't do that. You want to come back, okay? You want to come back and examine and review the trend. And what I want to say is that sometimes you have another chance to get your money back. But sometimes they don't take those opportunities. You can be losing sometimes the whole day, and at one point the door will be open. This is what we're talking about. Open and close, how the market works. I talk about that at Joe Trio. Sometimes the door suddenly you start opening. And during that time you'll be able, one can, I'm not saying always though, during the time when the market is becoming friendlier, one can recover some of the losses. Doesn't matter. The important thing that you start getting some money back. You lost some money. It is your right to get something back. You want to get it back. But it's not a desperate move, but it's when the market is smiling again and becoming friendlier. So what I'm saying is that sometimes a person, a trader may lose, or CCA trader may lose that this year during the entry time frame, or the person did not pay attention when the signal is failing on the signal time frame, end up losing. Okay, good. If after this is a high probability setup, but you end up losing, okay, or you enter a bit late somewhere here and they kick you out. Okay. You see another higher low. And the common center line is broken after this CCR pattern here. If you see this trend line is not broken, okay, so if the trend line is not broken, you see another higher low above that bullish trend line. That's another opportunity for you to get your money back if you can implement a different time frame trading method like a pro. So meaning that somebody who lost here, who understand what I'm discussing now, can in fact, it's another chance here. This is a tricky one because it's below this resistance, okay, here. But this is a nicer one. So because our trend line is intact, we pull back, the common center is broken, we can, it's here, in fact, a gap up. Okay, everybody buy it here. So are you with me? Because I want you to understand it, especially if you are a new trader or beginner trader and so on. So now we are here. So this is today. So we have the same thing again. So we saw it here. We saw this one was nicer. And what should we expect here now? So again, this is it. Learning one method and mastering it, banging on it, banging on it, banging on it, banging on it until nailing it completely. This is it. Specializing and becoming expert on it. And when you see somebody doing something else, you just smile because you understand what's going on. Reality. So if we call this one the neckline of the CCR itself, though we are talking about the CCR signal, the prime must confirm that signal before it will become truly a signal. So you will understand by now why I say at the beginning of this tutorial that traders sometimes are buying or selling without a signal. So we use different time frame trading method, but the most important time frame is what? The signal time frame. All right, the signal time frame. That's why if you understand the different time frame trading method, you can understand what's going through the mind of day trader, what's going through the mind of a swing trader, what's going through the mind of a position trader at a particular time in the market when you are trading a specific financial instrument. Okay, you will understand what's going through their mind. Either they're about to enter a trade or they're expecting. So, like here now, if you are looking at this, okay, I'm on the monthly chart by the way. All right, so you come on the monthly chart, you see, you know this pattern, you see this like this. You understand quickly that a lot of swing traders on the monthly chart all they do want right now is something like this to try to go up a bit. Will you agree with that? Okay. And to pull back, not finish yet. And the common sector line here to be broken. So they may implement a different time frame trading method like a pro. Will a pro do that? Sometimes you do it exactly like that. Sometimes you may not. Sometimes, like the first one that we saw earlier, you just stick the finger up for everybody and then went down. Yes or no? Because it didn't happen nicely. Here, it was nice one, beautiful. Isn't it? In fact, there were other opportunity after that. Now we are here. So now you understand this. You know that because you understand the different time frame to the method and what's going through the mind or swing to the map. They want the price to go up nicely at the end to pull back. And if he did that and the common center is broken, they will be looking for an opportunity to buy using a different time frame trading method. Are you getting it? So though one can start talking here about CCS bullish signal, the same thing we see for the Dow Jones, the same thing we see for the S&P 500, the same pattern, a pattern that myself I know very well. The same thing here. Look at this. You're doing it all over the place here, especially like I said to you before. On the monthly chart, it's more robust than any other time frame. But you just want to know how to trade it and take advantage of that consistently. Yeah, it is again messy one. So again, same thing. You just follow your procedures. All right. Where is the so we are here now? Am I managing to brainwash you today? If you say yes to that, you make me happy already. All right, say George, are we allowed to brainwash people on you too? Well, I can't answer that question. I'm asking you a question. Have I managed to brainwash you today? Okay. Now, you see, no? So the prime neckline is this one here. You see, this one. So though everything was in place for us when we start talking about the CCR signal, look, people, a lot of traders say, I would prefer it to go above that neckline and to retest it. And he finally done it. But look, after is it almost a year or so? Yeah. Look at it, almost 2 years before it happened. Can you wait 2 years? So it's just banging, blah, 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 consolidating because you see the divergence between the two moving averages. If the moving averages are very close, very squeezed, you can expect a consolidation. Okay, that's what's happened during. So when they start expanding, you see the difference between uh, separation of the moving averages is the increase in the momentum. You see the momentum start increasing. You see that the moving averages will be separating from each other, expanding up to the point it reaches the point where it's not expanding anymore. So it's stuck. So we start seeing the same level. Okay, it's not expanding anymore, going horizontal. That's it. Moving averages coming together. Convergence, divergence of moving averages. Have you ever heard about moving average convergence, divergence? This is what I'm talking about now. Divergence of moving averages, convergence of moving averages. That's why we see convergence here. Am I going too far? Or is it too much for you? I want to record more videos about trading signal because traders always ask me, so what do you mean by signal? What do you mean by setup? What do you mean by entry? They are just all signal, but on different time frame, or we may say at different levels. So I can give you another example now. Somebody who goes on a yearly chart, see a chart pattern or a CCR setup like this. Okay, for that person, they may call it the first signal, the preliminary signal. Ready, steady, go. Yes or no? All right. So you are ready, doesn't mean go. You steady, all right, you stand up, okay. Or you see the athletes, all right, they do it. Ready, steady, go. Boom, bam. That's what we're doing also. So preliminary signal, another signal, another signal. So somebody on the yearly chart see it, okay, goes on a monthly chart, wait for the signal. Say, all right, signal is fine. Go entry time frame, daily chart. Say, I'm not going to enter the trade on the daily chart. So that's another signal again. So the entry, it change it again and make it a setup. So say daily chart, boom, again, hourly time frame. There's a signal. I say, no, I'm not taking that all the way to the 10-minute time frame. So from the yearly chart, there are many, many signals. Brother. So you like you going from A to B, the traffic light, going different traffic light on the way, yes or no? All right. But the most important thing or the takeaway in this tutorial today, when we are talking about CCR signal, which you have heard, how the leading CCR leading signal. In fact, this is a leading signal. Price has a high chance to go up provided that he has confirmed it. This is it. Here, he did not confirm it. So, this is it. Uh, the most important thing is that you want to take the correct steps. So, in fact, try to spend this is what I want to communicate. Sometimes it's all about sitting down and wait. So, sometimes I record a live tutorial, try they don't bother to watch it in full, sometimes they do. But the reason why I do that sometimes, which is time consuming and I mean, I tell you, to record a live video, it takes a lot of time. If people see like that, they think it's easy because we post the video all around. It hold you almost, you babysit the chart when you are live day training. So you are doing that, all right? So traders spend a lot of time waiting for the price to set. Sometimes they wait hours and you set. And some traders are very disciplined. They won't enter the trade. They won't. Like this one, some traders may say, "No, I'm not going to join them." You see, they are very composed. All right. So this is what I want trader to do. All right. Maybe you are rushing a bit, or you think that you miss out, though preliminary you expected it to behave in a certain way, but as you see it start going, you say, "Oh, I'm going to miss it now." But the message that I'm communicating is that try to hold back a bit. All right, that's it. Allow other people to show you what's going to happen. All right. And sometimes that's why, like now you see a bearish. Okay. Suppose you see, for instance, I'll give you another example. Okay. Suppose, yeah, this is a good example here. Suppose you see a double top. Okay. So sometimes everybody know this is a bearish pattern, yes or no. But a lot of traders get into trouble with this pattern for many times. So some traders say, no, I'm not going to trade it like this anymore because I lost so much money. And they find a way around it. They say, I will take the next lower high after the double top, which is a high probability setup. So they see the double top, they don't participate in all this. They wait for the next lower high. Sometimes they miss out because of that. But it's just how, because of their experience and what they have been through in the past, or maybe they get tired of losing, or they are now becoming very defensive. So if you remain in the market for some time and you have lost a lot of money over the year, and you look back, you say, if only somebody can put all those money together and wrap it nicely in a brown envelope and put it through my door, I'll be the happiest guy on earth right now. Yes or no? So when traders start thinking like that, all right, they become very defensive and very selective, very demanding, and they don't mind waiting. This is the whole purpose of this tutorial. So I leave it to you. Look at this one. Okay, it's there. Are they going to do it? Does it mean that if you pull back did it exactly that we should just buy anyhow? No. We'll implement a different time frame method. And if even in the time we're about to enter the trade, if the signal fail, we come out. Or if the market environment is not suitable, we can still hold on to our money. So I've been talking about this for some time. So this is it. The financial instrument that we are watching now is Avery Denison Incorporated, Epic AVY, Alpha Victor Yankee. And I'm on the monthly chart as usual. All right. Now, uh, if I show you now the Dow Jones, the same thing we are discussing, okay. So now you see the drill and you know that pattern now. I bet you know. Let me know in the comment section. You know it now. So the next step is to master it. So the same thing is here, the same thing here. You see them? So now I'm on the monthly chart. So a lot of traders, I know this pattern. I- I- So a lot of traders are watching this. Okay, so it start going up. So if you want to participate in this, okay, you can break it down. You understand top down trading. You go to the daily chart, hourly time frame. You can play it along. All right, you can keep day trading it. So if you are, that's what I'm saying. Okay, it's better to understand how day traders are trading. If you want to become a swing trader, you want to understand also position traders and so on. All right, which is good. All right, but some traders are pure swing traders. There's nothing we can do about that. Okay, so they have to wait. All right, now. So this is it. The same pattern is again brewing here. But now you know the drill. The drill mean the steps, the procedure, and how to handle it, and the signal, the real signal, the real signal. In the old days, this is how people were training. They were taking something that they call signal. So that they say this is CCR signal. But those are not training like a pro. You can quote me on Twitter and say, Joe say that this is the way they were using it before is not about training like a pro because they are jumping in the water waiting for the current or the wave to carry them to the final destination. So somebody jumping into the sea in Spain, trying to get to London, hoping that the wave one day will get them to London. Is that a new way to travel now? Or you jump in a sea somewhere in Australia, you try to get to Beijing or China. Good luck with that. Now, this will make you laugh a bit. So, this is it. I've been talking a bit now for only 25 minutes. I thought it's 1 hour. Okay, let's continue. All right. No, I'm kidding now. Let's wrap it up. Okay. So, this is it. Okay. If this video has been totally useful to you, please let us know by giving us the thumbs up. If you say that George, that's too long, very long. You like too much long form tutorial, I will reply to you and say sorry. This is a normal length of a video, usually 20 minutes. I wrap it up. So I didn't go over the ball too much. So this is not really a short form tutorial. If you like the video, please give us the thumbs up. If you see don't, just disgusting, nothing, oh blah blah blah. Mark it down, alright? It will make you feel good, alright? Mark it down, please. Log in if you haven't log in and mark it down. However, if you say George, that was an excellent tutorial, feel free to share it with your friend on the social media. I really appreciate it when they share our videos. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Day Pro Traders. To learn more about CCR trading and how to avoid CCR trading mistake, go to www.dayprotrader.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Day Pro Trader. Be sure to click on the notification bell. So anytime we record a new video, you will be the first person to be notified. According to YouTube analytics, my friend, more than 60% of our viewers are no subscribers. What are you waiting for to subscribe? Are you waiting for us to start charging you first? It is free. Subscribe today, all right? I'm encouraging you, subscribe today. And be sure to click on the notification bell. So anytime I click on the publish button, you will be the first person to be notified. In fact, YouTube is becoming very good at notifying the subscribers, all right? So take advantage of that before we start charging you for becoming a member, okay? Until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. We are a TSTW SYS008 traders talking about how to use CCR trading signal like a pro. I want to hear from you, your thoughts. You say, George, just talking about CCR trading signal took you 28 minutes. That would be a good comment, isn't it? It's a relevant comment, all right? George, for the first time, your microphone was quite good today. Oh, that would be another comment you can make. All right, George. I would prefer a video of 10 minutes, and then I will reply and say, "Well, this is not a short form tutorial. Say something, please." All right. I want to hear from you. I always read the comment, and in due course, I will be back again talking about CCI, the Commodity Channel Index of Donald Lambert. Happy trading to you all, and thank you for watching.